Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Joseph Ebanks, a filmmaker and music video director in Nashville, Tennessee. This is my very first video and just introduction on what my channel is going to be about, man. Pretty much, it's, like I said, I'm a music video director and a filmmaker. So my channel will be mostly about film technique, lighting technique, film gear, why I choose what I choose to shoot on different gigs or whatnot. I also have a little bit of like computer enthusiast, PC build type of stuff. A lot of different DIY stuff that just coincides with filmmaking all the way around. So it's just like I said, every now and again we'll step into some stuff a little bit more left field, but it'll all incorporate back into filmmaking in the end of the day. So I guess we could start off with my gear. I guess that would be the first question you have, is what I shoot with. And I shoot with the Sony NEX FS100. It's a great camera, super 35mm. Reason I chose that camera is because I wanted something more than just a DSLR. I wanted something with an actual production camera feel to it. And the camera, it's a little old, which really brought down the price, put it in my price range. I don't mind buying used, which is something I'll get into also later. But it was a great camera for my price point. The super 35mm, the dual XLR inputs on it are great for audio. Like I said, for music video, it's not as important because you're just separating the audio as soon as you take it into your editing software or whatnot. But for filmmaking, audio becomes a key. It's a major part of filmmaking. And with XLR, it gives you a lot more range to do shotgun recording on the fly, especially with, today's day and age. Crews are a lot smaller, so with a 3 or 4 man crew, you can hook up a boom pole, run it right to the camera. You don't have to worry about having an H4n, which is also helpful, but it just gives you a lot more flexibility and whatnot. Also, I chose this Sony FS100 because the options you have for lenses. You have options, of course, to the Sony E-mount lenses. You also have adapters for Canon EF mounts. You have adapters for PL mounts, professional lenses. You have adapters for vintage lenses like the Minoltas or the Canon FD lenses, which are the ones I use. I just like having the option to do a lot more with the lenses. I can go for a lot more big budget look on my camera, or I can keep it kind of simple and still get some great image quality out of it. As long as the story is good, as long as the lighting is good, as long as that acting is good, the directing, all of those technical parts that go into filmmaking, I think are much more important than having a 4K camera right now. I saved a lot of money buying used gear. I know, being an independent filmmaker, a lot of times it's hard to find the money to buy equipment that you want to buy, and you just got to be resourceful. You know what I'm saying? Just because it won't be easy, or maybe it may be easier for some people. You may look at a lot of people and be like, man, wow, he's got the newest camera, he's got the coolest slider, he's got the coolest glide cam, he's got the new Ronin, he's got the coolest drone, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, you gotta stay in tune with yourself and not watch what everybody else is doing, And for me, buying used just makes a lot of sense, because like I said, a lot of times when I don't have the money to buy brand new, I can buy something used and still be able to get the job done. So that's what it's all about. So the big question is, what camera should I buy, right? That's the reason you came to the video in the first place, right? But the truth is, there is no finite answer. You've probably heard it before too, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing again, man. The best camera is the best camera for the job. It's the best camera that you can afford, and also what meets your needs. There is no specific camera that I would just say is just hands down the ultimate camera, because for different needs, you may not need everything that one camera has to offer. Sometimes you may need something that's super inconspicuous, something that's super small. You can just sneak in and film without being, without causing a distraction, causing a scene type of thing. Sometimes you're looking for a production camera with more XLR inputs, that type of thing. But if you're doing stuff like just music videos where you're instantly just separating the audio and the audio quality doesn't matter as much, DSLR mirrorless cameras like the ones coming out from Sony are great options. Just trying to think, man. Panasonic has a nice camera, the GH4. They also have the new one, the GH5, coming out soon. But yeah, I mean, it's all about your budget and what you're trying to get done, man. Black magic cameras to red cameras, it's all about your lighting, your technique, and the acting, what's going on frame. That's what matters the most. Don't get too caught up in the camera thing, because at this point right now, I'd invest more money in my lens anyway, because you're gonna hold on to the lenses a lot longer than you will the camera bodies themselves. So I mean, I've still got lenses that I bought when I very first started, which is 7-8 years ago now. So I mean, the lenses last a lot longer than the camera bodies will. So just keep that in mind, man. Don't get too stressed out about it. Just go get you a camera, and that's something I've also heard too. The best camera is the one that you have, man. It's just like sometimes when I'm downtown or so, or just walking or whatever, it's like I may not have a camera on me and something's going on, and I've got cell phone. Sometimes cell phone may be the best camera you got. So man, just don't get bogged down by gear and stuff like that, man. Just put all your energy into being creative and developing your eye so that you know a good shot when you see it. That's something I heard my buddy Iconic say the other day on a post he did on Facebook, and he was just talking about something similar about at the different levels of cameras, and he was like, the key is to develop your eye, and I really second that idea or whatnot. So yeah, really talented guy, by the way. If you guys like my channel, man, if you like what you seen, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Leave your comments, let me know what you want to hear me talk about. Yeah, man, and I guess I'll be trying to drop a video every week. Next week, I'll be talking more about my computer, the parts I have in it, why I chose to go with the PC instead of a Mac, all that good stuff, man, So Joseph Ebanks checking out, man. Did you film MG? Peace, y'all. Be creative.